today we're gonna be jumping into that game called, and it's already that I just likely jumping in because today we're gonna be getting inside of Superspeedway crashing pace 1. So the pace 2 won't be able to get coming up because unfortunately it does not gonna be making things for updates. It continuously updates for bug fixes because as you can see for the opening up the spawner and spectate menu and about for this. But make sure if I'm just gonna be turning off the music, that did not work to do so. And because if it's absolutely worked, then just absolutely if you just let me know, then we just absolutely try to start all the way down here. So let's gonna be trying to spawn some cars, but all 7 generations like these ones. But first, let's gonna be spawning the Generation 5 car of tomorrow. As you can see that we're gonna be driving for our first couple of laps. That's gonna be reaching all the way to 10,000 RPM. And because absolutely, it's always been here for 190 miles an hour. It's always been here that we're gonna be to do like it so. And because that is exactly the track is called for the iRacing Superspeedway, it's just likely it's gonna be one of the iconic speedways that we ever seen here on south of this speedway for just a little bit for one thing. As you may call this for the motor speedway of the south, it is probably didn't absolutely have finding of this location because even this location is absolutely unknown. Then we'll absolutely never gonna be knowing about this one by using the car of tomorrow vehicles with wings around it, which means we're gonna be maximum attack around of this track by using a 190 miles per hour car. And as you can see, we have for our first lap complete, and let's just do it another one. And as you can see that we're gonna be doing this once again, and it will be containing for over 50 seconds onto 60 seconds on time by going on to the underside of this one to get around for the inside. So as you can see for around for this quick around for this lap guide without causing a major accidents or causing a big ones during this race. But during at the start of the race, try not to make big ones and all couple of 4 turns and a backstretch straight away as well. So looks like we're gonna be heading a way down. So if you're gonna be going on to touch the ground, because if you just try not to do this, then you're gonna be never able to get into price for this lap times to make things even more better than ever. So let's just gonna be jump out of the car because unfortunately, if I never did about for this one, so we got only 4 lag reducements and about for this only one thing. So I'm just gonna be keeping on the throttle, just stay up, and it's nothing that we're gonna be to take around for this down. And because we absolutely have for our boost performance internet connection, which means I might suggest that we're gonna be returning back to Midnight Racing Tokyo, even for that. Even it's gonna be going all the way back here, and I didn't mention me to turn on that music. So I'm currently using the number 86, which is absolutely for the HTB, Chick Hicks, even for other ways for just gonna be going down for here. Nothing we're gonna be going on for this one, but perhaps that we're gonna be seeing for this first couple of results of the lap times for its first. So if I'm gonna be getting around for this straight, so I make sure that I never gonna be know about for this. And smashed all the way down and the car despawns that I just actually jumping out of this vehicle. And as you can see for our first time, it's over 60 seconds for our fastest lap for it's 2 minutes for just a little bit for this one. 1 minute and 2 seconds, 0.096. This is absolutely for 190 miles per hour. We need to get for an under 60 seconds, even though that wasn't expected to do so. But I make sure I'm gonna be linking the description of this game down right below of this only one strategy. So I'm making sure that I'm gonna be spawning some like this one. So as you can see, according that I'm gonna be using for this car, you can change schemes into number 3, and as we probably to use like this one, and change another scheme to 75, which is absolutely for the same as the livery occasions for this one. As you can change another scheme to 99, such as Escaradera Chicken Realty E for this one. I think that must be for a target like this one, and there must be copyright symbol onto this according to the top of the vehicle. That must not look like for the Speed Racer Match 5. And because as you can change the schemes into old schemes, the number 23, the number 57, the number 18 Cabo Style, the number 99 Esquadra, number 09, 31. I think 200 miles per hour is absolutely pretty perfect. It's about for the Independence Day that I'm going to be using for these vehicles. And more Independence Day videos will be passed after Independence Day for after 4th of July. So, looks like there must be British one. Lime cookie over here. I think that is it. And the car just despawns overall. That doesn't gonna be making sense of opening up the spawner as well. So, it's time to preview car as the Generation 4 car instead of Generation 7 cars as well. And because we're not gonna be pretty having for such a surprise, there must be 3 available schemes as well. The car just instantly randomly despawns itself. Let's gonna be driving for this car, and as you can see for this a better top speed, let's gonna be changing the schemes into the number 27 and the number 18. So 3 schemes. I've used it for the available like these ones. So I'm gonna be probably choosing the number 8. The Pacifico side of these words we're going to be using for the nuclear designs that I'm just going to be using around for this vehicle, and then we're going to be rolling off until it's just going to be riding all the way backwards, and absolutely that we're going to be seeing for this in the top speed as all of their for some kind of a paint schemes. I don't think this is absolutely I'm going to be using for such as spawn cars as well. So I'm going to be preview that later on I'm going to be using for this car in against 200 miles per hour. I'm sorry, that was absolutely despawn. And some kind of green screens available into this game. And maybe it's time to start for just literally right now before this is going to be to do something what is better. So we're gonna be heading start of this vehicle because we're absolutely making sense because this is absolutely improving for a better top speed in about 200 miles per hour. Is reaching over 190 miles per hour and reaching about for the top speed in about 205 miles per hour. This is exactly how it's perfect. And about for this a late model NASCAR vehicle and about for 2005. I don't want to pretty sure that was absolutely is gonna be trying to take around for this strategy. I think we got a various mistake over here by using this NASCAR. There was something having trouble by using this car, and we probably not sure. This is gonna be dangerous, and if it's absolutely for a better top speed, that could be dangerous by using this car. I think that should be might able to contain about for the understeers and oversteers. And looks like it's gonna be you're gonna be crashing around for this one. This is absolutely extremely impossible to drive. But how about this? This is eventually impossible. And because like we never able to say it about for this vehicle. According to that should be went about to get around for this a pit stop around for this one. And the grips has been disabled, and because as you can see for about for this failed lap times, and we're just coming out of the pits and going all the way for down here. So as you can see for this very quickly, and I'm not gonna be very to do something like it. Even I learned that it should be went down into the yellow lane. That resulted for a huge penalties, and this is pretty bad to drive around for this. Improving grip tires and about for this one in a bad condition about for this vehicle. This top speed was a very bad strategy, even though that wasn't going to be going on. But maybe this isn't gonna be recommended to going down onto this one stage absolutely for under 60 seconds is gonna be pretty impossible or extremely hard should we might able to get around here. So, and like I said, we absolutely finishing for another couple of laps. So I cannot able to change some schemes. We don't ever to try to use for the spectate menu. Even for that, I'm not gonna be making such a spinning out for this vehicle. Even though that wasn't gonna be very possible to do so. It's very far it's gonna be impossible to do like this one. And because we lap pretty for a 200 miles per hour, even for just a limited time, when the pace 2 has come up, even to change some tires in belong for ourselves, and nothing would gonna be belong for this one. I think we just accidentally turned too much, and we just despise seeing for this one, as we eventually turn too much, and because in turn number 4 or turn number 2, which is exactly is gonna be turning for a really bad idea for this one. So we're in lap number 7, and I cannot believe it. That wasn't gonna be very surprised, and it's gotta be to try to take around for this one. So even that, it's gotta be to take around for this one, and it's gonna be hopefully that wasn't gonna be pretty good itself. And I'm not pretty sure that we're gonna be very good at this one, and because the grip itself, it's not enough, and because this is gonna be very dangerous of this car, and I can't believe it. This is probably so bad that it just whatsoever to do what I'm just gonna be finishing for 8 lap for time for just about for this one. So the lap times does not able to get completed at about for this one. So we're gonna be getting ready for the final lap to do so, and we just literally hitting the wall for a contact. And because there's only one thing, I might able to keep the music off, and because we're in the final lap, and because this is the last time that we are before, as we're gonna be zooming outside, and because there must be a larger selections and everything for about for this one, and this is absolutely is gonna get worried about for this vehicle. This is how it keeps on getting worse. And exactly, this is absolutely for the Generation 4 is gotta be a little bit worst vehicle of all time, and because a better top speed is a better opportunity that we're gonna be using for this vehicle. So when I absolutely said that about for this one, under 60 seconds is gonna be pretty easy by using it about for this vehicle. And finally, we have suggest we have completed our lap. And finally, we make them all the way back into the pits for literally gonna be getting right back. And once we have already finished, we have finally done it. And let's get right back into the pits. Since then, there is any road courses unavailable. Let's gonna be headed back into the pits. So she absolutely bringing in, and it went out of control while going into the pits as this well. So even it's not gonna be very possible. This isn't gonna be just like I say. We have a footed in a couple of laps. When I jump out of this vehicle, it despawns easily, and it absolutely falls down terribly, really bad for something like else. And as you can see for this lap times, 1 minute and 5 seconds of the coast. This is where the lap time fails because of due to crashing by itself. The fastest lap times will be 57.779. I cannot believe it. That wasn't even the best, like I say. Even more improvements in about for this game, and I think there must be a green screen available by using for in the number 50 for a beautiful bug as well. So I cannot believe it. That was some kind of, and it's just a lot bug for just only up here for just only one thing. So I just literally spawned the love bug onto the green screen. So, and yes, you're gonna absolutely gonna be capturing me in screen. So let's just gonna be spawning for a preview car as well. So another car as well. Let's just gonna be driving onto this well. So you're gonna be capturing green screens and about by using about for this car, and perhaps that we probably gonna be using for this free to download this one. and probably free to download any kinds of videos with green screens about for this yet. But looks like this is absolutely the end of this video. So if before we're gonna be end of this video, I wanted to make sure that the game is gonna be linked in the description down below, and that is all that like I guess. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell, and this game link is right here into the description down below. Link here into the description around for this game link. And don't forget that I just gonna be for just give a thumbs up of this game, and that was a pretty absolutely too good that I can see for just about for this only one thing. So thanks for watching and about for this video. In the flesh signing off, and I'll see you down into the track. And because like I say, the next time we'll be racing into the public server, and that's how that I just went here, that I just literally play right here in the private server.